Over the left, Jeff?
Fran, over to your left. I don't think there was any one play or one sequence that changed the outcome of this game, but what do you think changed it as they just started to gradually take control late in the first half after you guys made that run to get back?
Yeah, I thought, our running game was going pretty good. We got a few stops, and they got on a roll a little bit. They scored, a few times in a row. We stopped running, and we started quick shooting the ball a little bit. Contested twos and nobody on the glass. We missed 31 shots, only got 6 back. And we got to be better if we're missing shots. So that's where it got away from us a little bit, I thought. And we spent the rest of the game, trying to claw back. And it's hard to do. They got a lot of shot makers. We made a decision not to double, and Wall and Crowell really hurt us. Made some tough shots. I thought we held our ground, and they shot pretty long jump hooks and stuff like that. So give them credit.
Over on the right, Steve?
There was a stretch there about the first 6-7 minutes or so of the second half when Davis didn't score any and their lead didn't drop at all. How big a factor was that first stretch, that first part of the second half there?
Yeah, you're right. We were just kind of trading, and you gotta kind of nibble away at it. It's not like you're gonna, get it all back at once against this team the way they play. You got to be smarter than that. We were trying to do that. We were trying to execute. I thought our execution offensively was better. We weren't getting the stops we needed.
Jeff, Fran, just a quick follow-up. You said you decided not to double. I'm assuming you didn't want them passing out of the post to open.
Well, they got a lot of three-point shooters, and the other thing they do is they cut really well. So, and they pass well out of the double team. So, you kind of pick your poison there.
Abby on the right?
Coach, you mentioned Wall as someone who hurt you. He was the player assigned to Keegan Murray. What do you feel like Wall did specifically to kind of slow him down? I mean, he still scored 27 points, but it felt like, especially in the first half, he was slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, in the first half, Keegan had a couple shots that missed. I thought he was phenomenal. It's interesting that we would say, he was slowed down and he had 27. That's a pretty darn good player there. I mean, I'm very familiar with Tyler Wall. I have a lot of respect for him physically, and he fights. He's going to fight. And maybe we didn't do a good enough job of getting the ball to Keegan more often. But the thing I love about Keegan is he doesn't hunt shots. Tyler was really working on him, and he doesn't get selfish and keep it to himself. He moves it. You think about it, he shot 10 for 16. You say, well, we lost the game, maybe he should have shot 26 times. And if he shot 36 times, I'd be okay with it. But, he's just a very efficient guy.
Over the right?
You mentioned the lack of offensive rebounds. Recurring theme in your 4 losses has been you've been badly rebounded. I don't know really even how to finish this question except what do you do about that?
Well, it's disappointing, when it's different if you're shooting a higher percentage. It wasn't like we shot 30 for 61, but like I said, you missed 31 shots. You have to develop a mindset where you're going to relentlessly go after every miss. Now, obviously, you get your guards back, but your 3, 4, and 5 have to go. And as you know, like that takes a lot of conditioning. It takes a lot of tenacity, and we need to be better in that area, quite frankly.
In front.
Hey, Coach.
Hey, Jen.
I don't recall Jordan Bohannon ever missing 3 free throws in a game.
Well, I can tell you this, Chad. He's never gone to the line and missed both in his life.
What did you make of his performance? He didn't take a shot till 3 minutes left, and he kind of comes alive in the last few minutes.
Yeah, we got to do a better job of getting more. So we ran a couple things for him. They were draped over him. And the thing that I love about him is when they're playing him that way, and not the only team that plays him that way, he typically sets screens and gets people open. He understands how to do that, because if you're face guard, then you're basically setting a double screen. So he was trying to get other people open, so that's the kind of player he is.